cliff. I don't even know where the path is. We're in Mallorca, about to hike 140 kilometers across the island. And I'll be hiking from here, where I'm in Port Dandrat, all the way to Port Pollença. I'm going to be wild camping, eating budget food from supermarkets, and climbing over 6,000 meters in elevation. This means we're on the right route, which is good to start with. Not even half an hour in, and we're here. Crazy, crazy views. Look at this. What? Whoa. The town down there. So that is the first stop that a lot of people on this trail see as the end of day one. Now, because I'm wild camping, my end of day will never stop at a town. It'll be either like before a town, so I need to find somewhere to camp down here, or if I get to the town early enough in the day, which I may do today, I might try and walk past the town and try and find a camping spot past the town. I've never trusted my camera this much in my life, but it's fucking hanging from a tree. I think because of the time, because it's only 4:30, I'm gonna have a little break and then I'll carry on walking. So Port Dandrat is here. Today we've walked from here to St. Elm, and the rest of the journey is basically up, finish over there by Port Pollença. Going uphill, inland now, up a hill called La Trapa, which La Trapa is a very old monastery. La Trapa. Now basically following these red splodges of paint, because the path is very different to what the map says. Oh, I'm sweaty. Like, I can't lie, I don't even know where the path is. It's just like uphill rocks and the fucking big old cliff there. There is no way I'm on a path right now. Mate, this isn't a fucking path, this is just bush. I mean bush. I am not on the path. I am basically on the side of a mountain, but it's fine. The path is basically over there somewhere, so I'm just going to try and walk in that direction. It just goes uphill, and I do not want to go down, so I'm going to go sideways. All right, I found the path via that red dot, and also I basically I descended 100 meters coming down there. So I can see. So look, this is St. Elm. We've basically walked the Trapa. And look, this is the first sign. The first sign that has actually been put on this route is right here. And now I have signs to follow. But this is for tomorrow. Right now, I'm gonna camp somewhere. We have ended up camping, looking out on the view of this island called Dragonera, or Dragonera. And this is where I'm sleeping tonight. So, view, me, and through here. This is the doorway, which is a big bush. You go like this. And voila, the butchered tent setup where the pegs don't go in the ground, but I've used rocks to kind of peg shit in. And as soon as I pegged it in, I found a fucking massive ant's nest. So I've got my food cooking, I'm off to bed.
waking up to a view like that. I mean,
well, that is the biggest pile of stones yet. Oh, what? This mountain range is crazy. Look at this. It's actually quite nice not knowing where you're gonna camp at the end of the day. The time is just before 12. I'm gonna have a snack and drink a little bit of my remaining water that I do have. Last of the water now, so I need to find some water ASAP. We have entered the first bit of the road. We're now walking on this road for about 1.5 kilometers until we reach Ses Fontanales, where we can turn off and go uphill. Here we go, we are at Ses Fontanales. Found this like tap on the side of a wall, and I'm just gonna really slowly, it's like dribbling out. I don't know if it's good water or not. Right, so one of the workers here basically showed me a tap, because the one I had was like dribbling out, and it's as if when you walk through into the Ses Fontanales like hostel, you have these like gates, and as soon as you go through the gate on your left, there's a water tap. Yes. And now we're on our way to Estelenx, which is this. Water I got from Ses Fontanales does have loads of bits in. I'm going to be using this water filter just because I have it. Look at this, ooh, on top of a ladder. What? Getting up, we're getting up. There we go. Estelenx. That's where we're headed. There's more. And now I've got to this top. There's another top. But what I can see from this view is Port d'Andrat over there. This big old port there, which is basically which is exactly where I started. And look, you can see from that port, I've walked over there, all these mountains, all the way up here. Just come down off the tops of the mountain up there, and we are currently here. Now we're going to be walking up here. There is a refuge that I'm going to check out, Estelenx, which is the next town. Found the refuge, which is basically this house here. There's no way in, but to be fair, it's quite a nice camp spot. I could just camp somewhere around here. So I'm in a refuge called Coma den Vidal, which is that refuge there, and I'm camping next to it. And this is my setup. So I've got my tent here, which is inside here, looking like that. Comfy mat, nice sleeping bag. Got some other stuff down there. Then I've got my water boiling in the kitchen area. Look at this. These tomato sardines. It don't look, you know, it looks interesting. We are ending these past 2 days on 26.5 kilometers. The easiest breakfast is overnight oats, where you just add oats, nuts, and I had some raisins with some water last night. Chucked a little like thing on top of it, and then in the morning it's like cold porridge, but it tastes good. I'm off. I'm not sure how many times I'm going to say this, but this hike is genuinely amazing. Like, I'm currently just walking through a forest whilst looking out over the sea. So there was a guy that I met at that last camp spot who had basically been walking the other way from Port Palença to here, so he gave me a bunch of really cool camping spots. We are in Estelencs. So we're all topped up on water. I drank a litre and I've got 2 litres now on my back, and we're leaving Estelencs, which is such a nice little town. So that's where we're heading for a lunch break, Banyalbufar. Look at that swimming pool. How nice that'd be if that was full and you look out. Massive swimming pool. Look at this one. This one's even bigger. I reckon it must be some sort of like rain collector or something. I reckon they use it to water stuff. This is the place where you retire. I mean, like, imagine that's your view. And you have like a little swimming pool down there. Oh my god. Loads of narrow streets. Oh, what a lovely place. Espoles, next stop. Hola. My Spanish is getting good. Espoles, the next big town. I set up my tent. I'm gonna get some food on the go. So I'm gonna go through everything I use to cook. So first we have the gas, which I got from Parma at a Decathlon store. I have this little gas cooker, which kind of flicks up like this, for the top to go on top. Now this screws into this. This is how you turn it on and off. So on is, you can hear the gas coming out. Now I've got my water, so cooking involves pretty much just heating water and pouring it over whatever food you have. I have another dehydrated meal, but if you don't, I'll probably cook with couscous, because you can just heat up water and then kind of pour the couscous in and then just like let it soak. So you basically chuck that on there. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna put this over here just because it's a bit more secure ground. And then you put this on top. You turn the gas on, and it's on. So yeah, pretty simple. You can see now we've got the gas cooking. We can make a bigger flame or smaller flame. Pour in that. Give it a mix round. Wait for 15 minutes. I mean, as a meal, sardines, beef stew in a wrap. I've completed day 3 now. We've probably got around 5 more days left. But I mean, it's so nice when you just wake up and you start walking again. And like, for me, I kind of saw this whole hike as like a challenge of like walking from this point to that point over however many kilometers. But it's kind of turned into something that I'm really enjoying. And I'm not seeing it as a challenge. I'm seeing it as, it's just fun. It's also really nice to just look at nature. I'm gonna get back to looking at this tree in front of me. This was flapping about in the night. It's 5 AM. The sun has just come over that mountain, like over there. It's just peeking through the gaps. Time to start day 4. Whoa. We have walked down into a town that I thought was called Espoles. It's actually called Espoles. This place feels like a movie set. Like, is this real? Like, is this actually real? I don't know. Valldemossa. Let's get it. We've got 8.2 left. .8 kilometers. 4.6. Oh, it smells like goat. It smells like goat cheese. Oh. Look, you've probably got, yeah, mum and the dad, and then about maybe like 8 kids. Literal kids. Not actual kids, but kids. Ooh! Look at this. I'm entering like a spiritual circle. I wonder what this is. Look at this. Someone's got a fire. I'm literally on a cliff edge. I don't want to get too close, but I don't want to get closer. I'm going to go here. Don't know if you can see over, but I am right on a cliff. 3.6. Valldemossa, 2.4 kilometers. Oh, that is so good. 1.4, and that is Valldemossa, just down there. We're here. We're in Valldemossa. Right, I just fully restocked all my food in this place in Valldemossa. I've got some wraps, bars, like some cheese, nuts. Filled up both my water. So I found a refuge on the map, which is kind of between Valldemossa and Dea, which is the next town. Found the refuge. We're basically sleeping in the little balcony bit of this refuge. I've just added up all of the kilometers so far, and I'm actually halfway through the hike. Basically the hardest part of the hike is the next couple of days. Really nice first half. It's gone really well. It's gone quickly. This is my setup for the night of day 4. It's an animal.